share our journey of building sustainable health and wealth
with you. So, welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be giving you our 333 update. We completed the challenge. Not exactly how we wanted to, but yes, we completed it. We had said before when we did our initial video, we were going to do like monthly updates. And then life was like, no, you're not going to do that.
Right? And like we had planned out like summer clothes, spring clothes. No.
Life said no. Not going to happen, even a little bit.
Right? We had a week of snowstorm in there.
Oh my gosh. And then we had like family sickness. So we were like,
what?
Not now.
What's going on?
We'll do it later.
I kind of wish I'd gotten my whole family on the 333.
Oh,
that
really?
would have been nice.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about what we did. Like, so personally, just to recap, do you want to recap the challenge?
Okay, so the 333 challenge was 33 articles of clothing, not including underwear, socks, pajamas, or even workout clothes. Like only workout clothes, not like loungewear, activewear.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 months.
And I thought that was too long. I said I don't think I could.
This is my idea.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do it, and I had Daphne to do it with me.
Yeah, but it makes sense because, you know, we're trying to focus on minimizing our expenses and everything. So if we can scale down our closets, that's still beneficial. So I went along with this to check it out. And the way that they propose that you do it is that you clear out your closet so that all you see are the 33 articles that you're going to be wearing. And I don't know about your closets, but the way my closet is set up, there's a lot of stuff in there. So I knew already that wasn't going to work for me. So what I did was I actually ended up putting my articles of clothing in a basket. So I put it in our laundry basket and I left it by my bed. My husband was like, what are you doing? But that's how I did it. And I stayed out of the closet. And honestly, it was kind of amazing. I thought I was going to feel like super restricted and it was going to be annoying, like the whole experience. But it was really good. It was so fast to get ready in the morning. Caveat though, like, all right, that being said, we're still in the pandemic. I'm working from home, so I can be like this and no one cares. So it's fine. But I still felt... So I know it will be challenging if I was out more. I think I would have had the desire to change things up more. However, that being out of the way, just going through the experience was really good. It was just really, it just was one less stressor and getting ready in the morning. So I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
How did you do it? Did you do any tweaks or anything?
It was good. So the challenge is, you know, it also includes like earrings, accessories, things like that.
And I just stopped wearing them.
Right. And I thought like, oh, I'll need so many things, right? Like, right? But then because of COVID, it was like, I didn't even end up using like the outfits I set aside for like, just in case we go out to eat or like, you know, I'll have like 3 or 4 pairs of earrings. Like I didn't even wear a lot of things. It was almost to the point of like, well, okay. It was good because like Dee was saying, like I knew what I was gonna wear. It was super convenient. But there one of the cons, I guess maybe just because you're doing this during COVID, was I almost felt a little self-conscious, like did I wear this yesterday? Like
you started to forget.
Like, people are gonna think at HEB, like at the store, that I never.
That's the only people that I see you at the market.
I never change my clothes.
Yeah.
I go in the same outfit all the time. But then, so there's like for a tiny minute, you know, you kind of think like, do the neighbors think I just like what? But then those thoughts just kind of fly away, and it's like whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And then I would remember I do have other clothes that I set out for the challenge, but I just kept going back to like the comfiest ones. Because why?
That I liked about the challenge. I realized, so when I chose my 33, I chose things that I really liked. So that was pretty cool because I was like consistently wearing things that I really liked as opposed to things that fit because after a while you get down to things that fit. And a con for me is that I had to really stay on laundry because I'm one of those people where I'm just like, is the basket overflowing? Then we're good. Like, let's keep going. But this time I had to like really stay on laundry, so that was like a con for me.
Yes, and then like, oh no, I got the stain. Darn it, I have to go wash it because it's
like right away.
One of my only, shirts that yeah. So there was that, but yeah, I really liked how it kind of just. Part of why we did this challenge, right, I did this challenge was to prove to myself that I didn't need a lot. That I can make do and I can be happy and I can enjoy life and get what has to get done without needing so many things. And I proved that to myself. I did.
Awesome. I feel like I know that. My head knows that, but my heart doesn't know that. Mm-hmm. And that's why I have so many clothes. And even though I've done different challenges, like don't buy any new clothes for the year or whatever. I've done things like that in the past, but I still have a lot of clothes from the times where I was less careful and was just shopping. So they're still like all in my closet. And what I try to do is I seasonally go through them and say, okay, let's be realistic. We're not going to wear this. I think one of the problems that we have is we are just in a very like consumer driven society, particularly for females, because you have to have the date clothes, the fancy date clothes, the casual date clothes,
church clothes,
the business clothes. It's like we have all these categories for clothes, and then you want to have clothes in all those categories. And a lot of times you don't, well, I'll speak for myself. I don't even wear all my clothes. I know I don't wear all my clothes. And sometimes I'll change sizes, and then the old size is like a relic in the back of the closet. I didn't get rid of it. So I'm still working through that. But this definitely helped me see that I know I don't need as much as I have in my closet. I'm gonna have to rectify that.
Right. Yeah. And I think also another thing that it did for me was it made me feel like, okay, made me really, really realize what are the clothes that I keep coming back to, that I wear all the time. And then when it is time to shop, I'm gonna be more conscious of like, okay, I really like soft things. I really like, a little bit flowy things. Yeah. Those are things I really always come back to. Not really like the scratchy things.
Oh, and that makes sense. Like before I would just purchase because it fit, and I'm with a girlfriend who said, you should do this. And I'm like, I don't know. But I would get talked into purchasing. And now that doesn't happen. Now I'm a lot more cognizant of how I'm purchasing, why I'm purchasing. And I've been, for the last couple of years, only purchasing because it brings me joy. Because if I put it on and I'm excited about it, then I'm like, oh, okay, like then I can purchase it, as opposed to, this is my size. I like the color. It should fit. It's fine.
Right. Yeah. And even now, looking back at the purchases I made, the stuff that I don't wear, I'm like, why did I buy that?
Oh my gosh, I do that a lot. And I'll remember, and I'll be like, oh, so-and-so said stop dressing like a grandma. And that's usually how I end up buying. I'm usually with like my sister or a girlfriend who's like, listen, you should like try to like be cute. And I'm like, I really just want to be comfortable, guys. This is how I want to live my life.
I know.
And those are the ones that are usually still with the tags on in the closet.
Yeah, it's true. And I did actually go shopping during the challenge, but I switched it out with things I wasn't wearing because of that.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt like I'm not really wearing these clothes that are super itchy, or I have to like adjust all the time, or I don't know, like at the time when I bought them, I thought they looked okay, but I was kind of like lukewarm about it.
Yeah.
And then the thought of having to wear it often was like, I guess I don't like it. So I need something that I actually do like, that's soft, that fits well, that looks good.
That you're excited about.
Yeah, I'm like more thoughtful, more picky about what I'm going to wear, with the thought of I'm going to actually be wearing this all the time. Or not all the time, but you know what I mean.
Often.
And
I personally did not go shopping during this challenge. What I did though was, as the weather changed, we're in Texas, y'all, so the weather gets real crazy. And particularly with that winter storm, I was just putting in more wintry clothes and taking out more hot clothes, and now it's starting to warm up. So, you know, doing the opposite. And I'm not going to keep this going. Like, I don't think I'll continue on in this challenge. However, I'm definitely going to make a better effort of streamlining my closet and getting rid of things that I know don't bring me joy, that I know I'm probably most likely not going to wear. I heard a good rule of thumb is if you haven't worn it in the past year, you should get rid of it.
Although with COVID, don't get rid of all your dresses.
Oh yeah, that's different. That's a bad example, right? Because it was a terrible year. Okay. You know what I mean. In the past 2 years, if you haven't worn it in the past 2 years, then maybe consider getting rid of it.
Right.
Would you recommend this?
Would I recommend this challenge?
Yeah.
I would, especially if you feel like there's just so much overwhelm. So like you think too much about what you're going to wear all the time and you're not really sure what you like. This kind of forces you to really focus. This is what you really like. This is what it'll help you to realize those things.
I think so.
What you really like to wear, get to know yourself better, know your closet.
I think initially when I was selecting the 33 items is when I had the most apprehension, and after that it was a breeze. Like, this was so nice, and I started thinking, man, I don't need most of the stuff that's in there, so I'm excited to actually declutter. Yeah,
it's definitely helpful. And so for me, because I was the only one in my family doing this, there was still lots of laundry from my other family, like from my husband and my kids,
other people in the house.
And I'm like, why didn't I put them on this? Like, then I think we really would have seen a big difference with that. But
I kind of do this already with my kiddo, not thinking 33, but just thinking does he have enough clothes for like 2 weeks? So the kind of clothes he likes to wear, he could get through school for 2 weeks.
Right.
And then I also think about it like at least 1 week worth of clothes for service. And once I have that, it's cool. So it's been easy to do that on him because he keeps growing. Right. So I don't want to invest a bunch of money in a closet that he's going to wear for like 6 months to a year. So, but for myself, who's been pretty much the same size for a while, like I might go like up or down a dress size. I could just keep accumulating.
Right. Yeah. No, it's funny because I think sometimes like, okay, I think of like the in and out mentality. If I buy this, what's going out? Right. Like,
oh, that's good. I did not do
that. But it's easy to think it at the time when you're buying it, like what's going to go out. But then actually putting it out is the other step that it takes. You know, you
maybe put out first and then purchase.
We could try it that way.
My way of reining myself in is to just not even go. Don't go into those sorts of stores because you're going to buy stuff and it's going to get real random. So I try not to shop at all. And then when I do go into the store, I try to think about what is going to bring me joy. What do I love? Am I excited to put this on? And then I'll buy it.
Right. Yeah.
Which really try not to.
Well, and I don't have as much clothes as her.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why I felt like the little clothes that I do have, like I needed
to spruce it up.
Yeah. And I some of the other clothes I bought them like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
It's maybe back then I was more comfortable with other things. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think, and that's the good thing, to keep in mind what works best for you. So it's good to try. I would definitely recommend trying this and seeing if it would work for you. I always want to say that we'll try it again post-COVID to see what that's like, because that will make it way more difficult for me, because depending on what's going on at work will kind of change like how I'm dressing. So I think it would be a lot harder to pull off if we were around people. So if you're gonna do this is definitely the time to do it when you're not around too many people.
Maybe we'll challenge ourselves to do it next January. Maybe. Stay tuned. We'll see.
All right, so let us know if you've done the 333 challenge below, or if you're thinking about doing it. If you think you can do it,
or if you did it, or if you have done it, how it went for you.
Awesome.
We'd like to know.
All right, we'll see you in the next one, guys.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.